Spooky!
Halloween was 3 days ago.
Oh. Okay, so does that mean like it's the Christmas season now?
I mean, November exists.
Yeah, I guess.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I just missed Halloween.
You did.
But that's weird. I mean, there wasn't really anything that made it feel like that it was Halloween.
You mean like Luigi's Mansion 3?
Yeah, like Luigi's Mansion 3. Oh, I forgot! We talked about it not too long ago, but just to refresh your memory, Luigi's Mansion was a game for the GameCube that was poorly received at the time, but then became a hidden gem down the road. Nintendo then made a sequel 12 years later that was pretty poor in terms of being a sequel, and then 6 years later they made a third game which happened to come out on this Halloween. I'll be honest, I thought the series was dead due to a sequel being on the handheld, and then almost not getting any mentioned after that release. Well, one faithful night, Nintendo blessed us with a trailer, and well, things looked a bit dull at that point. But of course, Nintendo did their magic, and the game was looking to be pretty good. But even with the game looking oh so sexy, I was still a bit skeptical. The game was looking as if it was going to be a sequel to the monstrosity I like to call Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. But the game is here now, and I am really eager to play it. And just note, what I'm going to be talking about in this video isn't going to be, you know, spoils or anything. It's more like my first impressions and experiences within the first hour and a half within the game. I'm not going to spoil any major bosses or any major plot points in the story. The game starts out with this beautiful cutscene that looks great and is animated great, and it gives the Mario characters some actual personality for once. The gang is on a bus being driven by a toad who can't see above the steering wheel, and I'll save you the details on how that goes. They arrive at this very big hotel, and upon entering, they are greeted with food, presents, and a cracked out receptionist. We are then introduced to the owner of the hotel, and just listen to her voice. Yeah, you can just make your own judgment on that one. So yeah, Luigi goes the fuck to sleep and has a nice time in the hotel for the rest of the week. Oh wait, no he doesn't. He wakes up to Peach screaming and the hotel just becomes absolutely haunted as frick, y'all. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Fast forward to the basement and Luigi follows this ghost dog to this car containing the new poltergust. There's also this really cute tutorial that's so quick and easy, it makes me want all the tutorials to be like this. But yeah, we run into some ghosts, beat the crap out of them, and get rid of any evidence that I'm a wanted criminal. And then we go into this room to find hey, Gadd! That's Gadd. Yeah, this fucking stupid bullshit returns from Dark Moon, sadly, meaning that we need the stupid UV bulb to make shit not invisible and take stuff out of frames. I really do hate how they're not following up the second game and not really mentioning the first, but it says 3 on the cover, so I'll just let it slide. So we save Gadd and he tells us about the ghost running rampant in the hotel and how we need to get back to the future, back to his car. We take Gadd along with us to the basement to the same car where we got the poltergust from. He pulls out this shell looking thing and it becomes a lab because science. Yes, science. Gadd gives us the virtual boo for contacting him, and then it's off to find our friends. So yeah, it's the standard brother is kidnapped, so you have to go save him and his fuck buddy. I mean girlfriend. I mean platonic friend. Mario's in the friend zone. I mean, some may see this as rinse and repeat, but the game has a better reason than just, oh, it's happening. You know, I mean, that's really all I can say without spoiling too much. So with that whole plot out of the way, is Luigi's Mansion 3 any good? Yes. Yeah. Luigi's Mansion 3 gets rid of the linear structure from Dark Moon. You're free to explore your heart's content, and you're not sticking around the same floor for multiple objectives. You mainly have one goal, and that's to fuck up the boss ghost who holds the elevator buttons, and thank God they're not the same thing each and every time around. I won't get too into it, but the bosses in Luigi's Mansion 3 actually have some unique quirks to them, involving some strategy for taking out each one. The game is also very rewarding if you think outside of the box and go out of your way to explore what's beyond the rooms. On top of that, the game gets a bit spooky with things. Oftentimes, I'll be in an area only accompanied by footsteps and a dark atmosphere. It kind of reminds me of how I felt the first time I played the first game. It did it! You fucking did it! You made it feel like I was playing the first game but in HD! It's all I ever wanted!
I thought you wanted Geno for Smash.
No, that's my impossible one. This is my possible one. And they did it. The game just looks absolutely gorgeous. It's the best looking Mario game we have so far, and yes, I think it looks better than Odyssey because the lighting just looks so much better in my opinion. Speaking of looks, look at Luigi. His personality explodes within this title. I mean, he sometimes sounds like he has cotton balls within his mouth, but Luigi's personality is shown so well within the beautiful cutscenes and within the gameplay. Even before things get spooky, Luigi is jumping at things that aren't really so bad. Luigi, it's just an emoji, you fucking alcoholic. The cutscenes are great. Yeah, the dialogue boxes are here instead of actual voice acting, but you know what? It doesn't bother me because look how good they look! The animation is so good, so expressive, and they have these small details that you wouldn't normally get out of a Mario game. It's weirdly cartoony, but at the same time has some realism to it. Kind of like The Mask in a way. And when I compare something to a Jim Carrey movie, you know that means it's good. I didn't compare Dark Moon to a Jim Carrey movie, so you know that that game is as dead to me as my son. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You're literally a skeleton being puppeted by hands. I'm pretty sure that means you're dead. But enough about dead children and more about Luigi. The game looks great, but does it play great? Well, it takes the Dark Moon approach with the strobe bulb, and while I'd rather not have it be like that, I think it's fine. You basically just stun the ghost and suck them up, but you can do more than just suck. You can also blow. You can also beat the shit out of them. When the ghost tail is in your vacuum, you can press A just to wail on these bitches, not only hurting the ghost you're sucking, but the ghosts who are just watching. This is honestly really fun. Just wailing ghosts like this is super cool and kind of out of character for Luigi. It's like the first game, he was cautious. The second game, he cared a bit less about the ghost well-being. This one, it's like, yeah, fuck him up, Luigi! Go, 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 go! I am ready for the smackdown! Yeah! He's not holding back at all. And I love it. So yeah, catching ghosts got tuned a bit, but what's in the game that's actually new? No, not that kind of new. No, like things that were actually implemented in the game that weren't there before. Not some shameful, quick penny-making series that nobody— Luigi has some new tools to his advantage. He can release some pressure from the poltergust, allowing for a small shockwave to occur, and for Luigi to get some airtime. He has this plunger rope he can shoot at things, and when he tugs on the rope, he can fling them around. Lastly, he has Gooigi. Now, Gooigi was in the 3DS Luigi's Mansion remake, but only as a shitty co-op. Here, he has a purpose. He can reach places Luigi couldn't normally reach due to those areas being blocked off by bars and whatnot. He can also walk through spikes, but he cannot touch water or go near drains or else he'll die. It's very unique and creative in my opinion. The floor that introduces Gooigi does a good job of showing his capabilities and how lifeless he actually is. So with that, is Luigi's Mansion 3 a good follow-up to a series? One that's been dormant for years on end? Well, I'd say frick yeah it is! Look, I only played an hour and a half of this game, but holy shit, it oozes charm. The game is fun, and I don't really need to beat it to tell you that it is. The developers behind this game really gave it their all, and it shows. Each floor from what I played is well designed and well thought out, and from what the trailers have shown, I'm in for such a treat. And thanks Satan that it wasn't a trick. Seriously, this game was looking a little bit like Dark Moon. You know, promising, but then you play the first 15 minutes and all those promises are just shattered. Thankfully, it didn't do that. It allows the player to explore heavily, and it's not really so linear to the point where you're just ripping your hair out. Honestly, I don't know if it's as good as the first game or even better than the first game in that regard. That's something that I gotta play the whole game to really figure out, but honestly, I can definitely say that I do like this better than Dark Moon, and by extension, I like it better than my son. Hey, fuck you, Dad. You know, I wouldn't be saying that if you didn't lounge around the house all day eating Cheetos.
Ah, get off my back, God. You know it's fragile.
Wait a minute. I don't remember having a son. You're not my son, you're just a normal skeleton! I mean, that makes sense. I mean, what girl would want to have my child?
Yeah, I've come to take your flesh. While you weep in the corner for your life, I'll rip it off whole and wear it, taking over your life.
Bitch! I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Well, I'm a skeleton, so...
It was in that moment that I decided I would devote my life to taking down all the skeletons pretending to be children of other men. For like 5 minutes, and then I decided I wanted to play more Luigi's Mansion.